Hey y'all, welcome back to Prepping the Truth. Welcome to this evening's video. Some of y'all may have already heard this news going around, may have already seen a video on it, but if this is something right here that you've had to worry about being empty, well, there's more supply shortages coming, and this is probably just the beginning of it. So if you're new to this channel, please click that subscribe button down below. Be sure to tap the notification bell beside it so that you're notified when I upload new videos. And as always, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share. So they are saying a shortage of the first-line antibiotic hits as a surge in children's respiratory illnesses strain the supply. Amoxicillin. They're saying there is a major supply shortage in the amoxicillin. They are saying it is the first defense they're using against children's bacterial infections, which I'm sure most all of us knows that a majority of the time when you go to a doctor's office for just something common on the infection, you end up with amoxicillin as your main prescription. It's one of the most accepted by most people without bad, harsh side effects. So it's something that most doctors prescribe as a first-line defense against something, especially in small young children. And they are saying that there is a major shortage of it and that pharmacies are having problems even getting the supplies in to fill prescriptions for it. So this is something that we all knew there was a chance to happen because there has been some supply shortages down through the lines these last couple of years. But they're saying this is set to last even through to next year. Not only is it amoxicillin, children's Tylenol, Advil is also having a shortage. They are saying it is the panic buying, people stocking up, and then the surge in illnesses right now. That people are buying all of it, getting all of it prescribed, and that there's just not enough to go around. It's just strange to me that all of a sudden we've went this many years with hardly ever having a shortage of anything, and now every which way we look, we're having shortages and supply issues and all this craziness going on in every direction that you can think of. And you know it as well as me, some of our biggest supplies that are having problems and having shortages are food, diesel supply, which has a lot to do with the price of the food that we get, and medications that a lot of people rely on. So if you are headed to a pharmacy, I wouldn't be surprised. Call in one day to have your prescription filled and they say they're out of it and there are supply issues. I have had this same issue earlier this year. Everyone knows, before I had the thyroid surgery and I was taking a medication, they called me one time and told me they didn't have the medication that I was currently taking, that it was out of stock and they didn't know when they would have it back. So it's not the first time this has happened, but it just seems to be more and more stuff stacking up on top of us, especially when they're saying there's a major surge in respiratory illnesses right now, and one of the main defenses against it is now in short supply. Not that they couldn't go ahead and up that supply, get it manufacturing more of it or something like that. I don't know. You know it as well as me. It's just one of those things that we're having to deal with. It's another dent, another notch in all the craziness that is going on. So let's all try to stay healthy and happy this year. Hopefully you do not have to rely on one of these antibiotics that are coming in short supply. If you haven't already stocked up on medical supplies, I do recommend you do stock up on medical supplies, but I don't say go, take every one of them off the shelf that you can find and panic buying all this craziness like this, but do add some to your supply so that it doesn't get in a situation where you're having to go grab the last ones on the shelf, hoping that there is any left on the shelf. Because we're in that situation where there's a good chance that it might not be there when you need it. So put a little bit back right now. Little at a time eventually adds up, and hopefully sooner or later some of this craziness will go away. Doubt it. Wishful thinking. We all have dreams, right? Part of it. But that's what we plan for, is the SHTF situations such as medical issues. That's one of the top priorities right now. Is medical issues and being supplied for emergencies in situations like that. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe. God bless you. Keep prepping.